I'm a gamer. I'm a straight up G. The occasional life is the life for me.
What's going on, everybody? I'm an occasional gamer, and I added power-ups and the main antagonist enemy, raccoons, to my speedrunning duck game, Ducky Runnerz. I recorded the entire development process of making this raccoon enemy, not realizing I was recording my second monitor. So I have no usable footage of me actually making this a functional enemy, but I'm gonna just break it down and let y'all know how I got to this result. Doing a quick Google search, I found out that ducks' main predators are raccoons. This is canon, so I had to put it in the game. I planned on making my own raccoon sprite and animations, but I found a $2 sprite sheet on itch.io for a raccoon. Without hesitation, I bought that. Put it in the Godot engine and got to work. To bring this character to life, I separated its animations and added different hitboxes. I took the Spikes Obstacle Hazard Area 2D and attached it to the raccoon and made it in the shape of the raccoon. I also attached the raycast node, which allows the sprite to detect edges. Upon hitting the hitbox, you go back to your original position. I wrote up a quick script to have the raccoon running left to right and detecting the edges to ping pong in the other direction. I made another hitbox to make the raccoon take damage from the player. If the player overlaps this hitbox, the raccoon will play its death animation and fade out. And that's it. Now we have our first functioning enemy in the game. I have another idea to expand on this raccoon enemy. I was thinking maybe the raccoon could be in a trash can and throwing bananas and garbage at the duck. But y'all comment down below, let me know any suggestions or ideas that you want to see in the game pertaining to the raccoon enemies. I also made an attempt to make power-ups in Godot. There aren't many and definitely not very specific tutorials on how to make power-ups in Godot, so this was a very frustrating process. I'm Bored commented on the last video saying that he wanted to see a jetpack power-up. Ironically, I was thinking the same exact thing. This duck needed jetpack. So I opened Photoshop and made a quick sprite animation for the jetpack. I got a jetpack power-up placeholder icon from Google, just something real quick to throw in the game and to work off of. I'll update that later. I went through so much trial and error to get this jetpack power-up to affect the player's movement. My solution for this was making a custom resource for the player movement data. I got default movement and a fast movement with export variables where I could quickly adjust the parameters of the duck's movement. The fast movement makes the duck really fast, and I also adjusted the jump velocity to actually make it feel like you're using a jetpack. Believe you me, I had the logic, but actually typing out the code to make this play out correctly was quite the task. But it works. Finally, you can jump into the jetpack icon and take on the fast movement resource. However, I am struggling to find a way to change the player animation to the jetpack when you run into the icon. This is Future Occasional Gamer here, and while editing this video, I was able to figure out the animation problem. If the movement data dot speed is equal to 140, which it would only be equal to 140 if you collide with the jetpack icon, you will now play the jetpack animation. Now we can overlap the power-up and take on the fast movement resource properties. So I went ahead and added more if statements to update the duck's animations if you are on the ground, if you are not on the ground, if you are moving, if you are idle for the jetpack. This is not perfect by any means. I'm still running into an issue with the animation not fully playing out. Previously had this problem with the jumping animation. This is how the jetpack is supposed to look. You know, you got the feet moving, the fire coming out, and that's not the case when the game is running. I am not worried, I will figure this out. I'm just happy that I'm able to make power-ups now and use the player movement resource to affect the character's movement stats and apply animations. I also made a moving platform with the animated body 2D, which is new to Godot 4, just adding a sprite, collision, and an animation player, made a couple keyframes, and we now have a moving platform into the game. During this time, I also fixed the game-breaking bug with the raccoon hitbox. Initially, on entering the hitbox, I would cue free the hazard area so that you would not die when you would kill the raccoon. This caused the bug that would crash the game, so I removed the child, putting in the hazard area node. This is genius. If you are having issues with cue freeing, meaning you are deleting something from the scene, use remove child and add the node. We getting better at this coding thing. I am proud of myself for figuring this out and looking through the Godot documentation. Y'all can give a hand clap for me. I was using my brain meats. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I will be releasing an update for Ducky Runnerz on the itch.io page, link in the description, with more levels, which all of y'all have been requesting. So I'll be making a few more levels, adding in the raccoon enemy. I'm looking forward to make more progress on the game and getting your player feedback. Subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell for post notifications, join the Discord, share the video with your auntie, uncle, friend, and any other aspiring game developers. I'm an occasional gamer, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless. I'm a gamer. I'm a straight up G. The occasional life is a life.
Thank y'all for watching the full video. I'm a gamer. I'm a straight up G. The occasional life is the life for me. We can play on Xbox, we can play on PC, but the occasional life is the life for me. I'm a gamer. YouTube entertainer, get the information, make visual explainers.